There is a nerve running down the outside of your ankle that most people have never heard of. It is called the peroneal nerve. When it slows down after age 60, your foot stops reacting fast enough, causing those sudden trips and sideways falls. Today, I will show you how to wake this nerve back up with 4 simple moves. The second move is a strange seated trick that rebuilds your stability fast. And stay until the end. I will show you a 10-second test that reveals if this nerve is already compromised. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 4 adults over age 65 falls every single year. But what they do not tell you is that 80% of those falls happen sideways. And that is exactly where the peroneal nerve comes in. This nerve wraps around the outside of your knee and travels down your leg to your ankle. It controls the muscles that lift your foot up and stabilize your ankle when you step on an uneven surface. When this nerve becomes sluggish due to aging or prolonged sitting, your foot drops just a fraction of an inch. And suddenly, you are tripping over a rug or losing your balance on a completely flat floor. The good news is that nerves can be stimulated and retrained at any age. We're going to start doing that right now. Let us begin with our first exercise to wake up the communication pathway between your brain and your ankle. Our first movement is called seated toe raises, and it is the absolute best way to send a wake-up call straight down that peroneal nerve. Find a sturdy chair and sit up straight. Plant both feet flat on the floor, about hips width apart. Now I want you to focus on the front of your lower legs. Slowly lift your toes and the balls of your feet off the floor, so that you are balancing entirely on your heels. Hold that top position for just 1 second. Feel that tension in your shins. That is the tibialis anterior muscle working, and it is directly controlled by the peroneal nerve. Now slowly and with control, lower your feet back down flat to the starting position. Do not just let them drop. Controlling the downward motion is actually where the nerve does its most important work. Let us do a few more repetitions together. Lift, hold, and lower. If you find that your toes barely come off the ground, or if your shins start burning after just 3 repetitions, do not worry. That simply means the nerve pathway has been dormant for a while. You're not weak. The signal is just a bit sleepy. To make this even more effective for preventing trips and falls, try lifting your toes a little faster on the way up, but still lower them slowly. That fast upward movement trains your foot to clear the edge of a carpet or a curb when you are walking. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions of this movement every single day. You might already feel a nice warmth in the front of your legs. That is increased blood flow bringing oxygen to the nerve, but this is just the warm-up. Now that the communication line is open, we need to build endurance. This brings us to our second exercise. It is a strange little trick you do with your own feet, and it is the secret to stopping sideways falls. Now we move to our second movement. This is what I call the hidden secret to rebuilding your lateral stability without any gym equipment or elastic bands. It is called seated isometric ankle dorsiflexion against your opposite foot. Now, I know that sounds complicated, but I promise you, it is incredibly simple and highly effective. Sit up straight in your chair. Instead of keeping both feet side by side, I want you to place your good foot, or your stronger foot, directly on top of your affected foot, or your weaker foot. Imagine you are resting one shoe lightly on top of the other. Now, here's the trick. Try to lift the ball of your bottom foot upwards toward the ceiling, just like we did in the first exercise. But this time, resist that upward movement by pressing down gently with your top foot. You are fighting yourself. Hold this position where both feet are pressing against each other. Hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. This is an isometric contraction. That means the muscles are working hard, but the joint is not actually moving. Why is this so powerful for the peroneal nerve? When you hold that contraction, your brain is forced to recruit more and more nerve fibers to keep the muscle engaged. It is like turning up the volume dial on that sleepy nerve. You should feel a deep, solid tension in the front of your lower leg and on the outside of your ankle. Make sure you are breathing normally while you hold it. Never hold your breath during these exercises. After 5 to 10 seconds, slowly release the tension and relax for a moment. Then, repeat this press and hold movement 5 times. Once you finish 5 repetitions, switch your feet. Put the other foot on top and repeat the process. Even if you feel steady on one side, it is crucial to train both legs equally. The peroneal nerve needs to fire with the same speed and strength on both sides to keep you balanced when you walk. This simple isometric trick builds endurance in the nerve pathway, so that when you have been walking around the grocery store for 20 minutes, your foot does not suddenly drag and catch the floor. But strength and endurance are only part of the equation. Next, we need to train the nerve to react to sideways movement, and we're going to do that by standing up. Now that we have woken up the nerve and built some endurance, it is time to stand up and integrate that new strength. This is our third movement, called weight shifting side to side with support. This exercise trains the peroneal nerve to react quickly when your center of gravity moves, which is exactly what happens when you accidentally bump into something or lose your footing. Find a sturdy worktop, a kitchen counter, or a heavy solid chair. Stand facing it with both hands resting flat on the surface. Press your hands down just slightly, enough to feel secure and grounded. But do not lean all your body weight onto your arms. Your legs need to do the work. Now, keep your head and shoulders as still as possible, and slowly move your hips to the right side. I want you to feel how your body weight shifts from being perfectly centered over both feet to leaning almost entirely onto your right foot. Once you feel that weight fully on your right leg, slowly return to the starting position in the middle. Next, continue moving your hips smoothly to the left side, shifting your weight onto your left foot, and then back to the middle again. As you shift your weight from side to side, pay very close attention to the outer edge of your ankles. That is the exact area controlled by the peroneal nerve. Every single time you shift your weight to one side, that nerve has to fire instantly to stop your ankle from rolling outward. It acts like a safety brake. If that nerve is slow to react, you lose your balance and stumble. By practicing this slow, controlled weight shift, you are consciously training the nerve to react faster and more efficiently. Try to repeat this gentle rocking motion back and forth 10 to 15 times. Focus heavily on the physical sensation in your ankles as they support your shifting weight. This prepares your nervous system for our fourth and final movement, a static balance challenge that will put your newly awakened nerve to the ultimate test. We have finally reached our fourth movement, the tandem semi-stance. This is where we put everything together. By narrowing your base of support, you are forcing that peroneal nerve to work overtime, making constant, tiny micro adjustments to keep you perfectly upright. Stand up straight, and make sure you have a wall or a sturdy work surface right next to you for safety. Do not attempt this without support nearby. Now, I want you to place one foot slightly further ahead than the other. The heel of your front foot should be perfectly in line with the arch of your back foot. Your feet should actually be touching each other. Once your feet are in position, ensure that you spread your body weight evenly across both of your feet. Do not lean entirely on the back leg, and do not lean too far forward. Find that perfect center. Now, try to hold this exact position for as long as you comfortably can. You might immediately feel your ankles wobbling, shaking, or shifting from side to side. That wobbling is not a bad thing. That is actually the peroneal nerve firing rapidly, trying to figure out how to stabilize your body in this new, challenging position. Every time your ankle shakes and corrects itself, the neural pathway gets a little bit stronger and a little bit faster. If you need to tap the wall or the counter with your fingers to steady yourself, that is perfectly fine. The goal is to gradually reduce your reliance on your hands over time. Try holding this stance for 20 to 30 seconds. Then switch your feet so the other foot is in front, and repeat the process. Practicing this semi-tandem stance daily will drastically improve your balance in tight spaces or when walking on uneven ground. Now, you have completed the 4 movements to wake up your peroneal nerve. But earlier, I promised you a 10-second test to reveal if your nerve is already compromised. It is time to see where you stand. As promised at the beginning of this video, it is time for the 10-second test. This simple assessment will tell you exactly how well your peroneal nerve is functioning right now, and if it is fully protecting you from trips and falls. Please stand near your sturdy chair or a wall so you have immediate support if you need it. Do not do this in the middle of an empty room. Are you ready? Now, close your eyes. Slowly lift one foot just 1 single inch off the ground. Try to hold that position for 10 seconds without grabbing the wall or putting your foot back down. If you can hold it for the full 10 seconds with your eyes closed, your nerve is doing its job beautifully. If you started swaying violently right away, or if you had to put your foot down after just 2 or 3 seconds, your peroneal nerve is definitely sluggish. Your brain is not getting the balance signals fast enough. But please, do not worry. That is exactly why I showed you these 4 exercises today. By doing the seated toe raises, the isometric holds against your own foot, the side-to-side weight shifts, and the semi-tandem stance every single day, you will wake that communication pathway back up. Consistency is the key. Give it 2 weeks of daily practice, and then try this exact same test again. You will be absolutely amazed at the difference in your stability. If you found this video helpful today, please hit subscribe. I post new balance exercises every single week that are designed specifically for people over 60, with no gym and no complicated equipment needed. And if you want to keep strengthening your overall stability right now, watch this next video where I show you the one hidden hip muscle that stops sideways falls. Click the video on your screen right now, and I will see you over there.